Tokyo Nights. The skid of tires on asphalt, turbos spooling to a roar, engines being pushed to their limit. This is JDM, Japanese domestic market, street racing, the pinnacle of every racer's dreams. For decades, JDM has been legendary. For a long time, it was hard to find real footage outside of dodgy internet forums and illegal VHS downloads. But it lived rent-free in racers' heads. Everyone wanted their chance to race those streets on one of the Tokyo Nights. And why? Because this was more than a subculture. It was an enigma, a forbidden dream of some cyberpunk world clashing with muscle. And then, suddenly, it made its way onto our streets. Sure, they weren't the neon glow of Tokyo skyscrapers, but the sun-kissed beaches of Florida suddenly became home to a new breed of JDM cars. The JDM racing culture had crossed the Pacific and was racing across the United States. And before we knew it, it was everywhere. High-stakes races on dusty back roads. Muscle cars meet Japanese performance. Chrome paint jobs and aftermarket wheels. The Sunshine State was about to be conquered by the rising sun. So let's see what was going on underneath the hood. How did JDM come to be such a behemoth? And why now? Why is every racer's dream to go back to driving those Tokyo Nights? It all started where legends are born on Tokyo's asphalt. The Midnight Club, it had it all. It was Tokyo's most infamous street racing spot that dominated the Wangen Highway stretching from Tokyo to Yokohama. Their cars were no ordinary machines. And where did these phantoms of the night gather before and after their high-speed ballets? The legendary Daikoku Fudo parking area. While not a racing spot itself, Daikoku, PA was the cathedral of car culture, a vibrant, almost surreal hub where every imaginable vehicle, from humble K cars to million-dollar supercars, converged. It was a kaleidoscope of chrome, carbon fiber, and custom paint, a social melting pot for the entire car community. For street racers, it was the staging ground. The place to connect, to showcase builds, and to feel the electric current of anticipation before the night truly began. At its pinnacle, existing almost as a phantom limb of the city, was the Midnight Club. Operating between 1987 and 1999, this wasn't some haphazard collection of joyriders. This was an elite, almost mythical society of speed demons. Their battleground, the Wangen Highway. Highly modified beasts screaming past 160 miles per hour with turbos spooling and engines pushed to their breaking point. Yet they live by a strict code. Protect the public. Keep members anonymous. Never endanger lives. This blend of danger and discipline made them mythical. Until 1999, when tragedy struck. A crash involving a Bosozoku biker gang injured innocent people. It broke their sacred rules. The Midnight Club vanished overnight, leaving only whispers and a legacy of speed. Yet their mantle was quickly picked up by another group, even more elusive. Deep in Tokyo's concrete jungle lies the C1 Loop, a twisting inner-city highway. Here, the Ryutozoku thrived, a name coined by the police. They were a diverse crew, wealthy businessmen and sleek exotics, young gearheads and meticulously tuned JDM cars. Racing late at night when traffic was light, they mastered high-speed corners with precision. They had a code too. Slow down if traffic grew heavy, keeping their dangerous dance under control. It was a gamble, but one they played with skill. They raced some iconic spots. The Wangen, a long straight expressway from Tokyo to Yokohama built for blistering top-speed battles. The C1 Loop, tight, technical, and unforgiving, demanding razor-sharp cornering in Tokyo's heart. Daikoku Fudo parking area, the cathedral of car culture. A vibrant hub where chrome JDM legends and supercars park side by side. Not a race spot, but the ultimate meetup, buzzing with anticipation before the night roared to life. And of course, these races bore icons. The cars were the soul of the scene. Nissan Skyline GT-R R32, R33, R34 pure legends that felt like they rolled out of a sci-fi dream. Toyota Supra, raw and untamed. Mazda RX-7, singing with its rotary roar. Honda NSX, a timeless masterpiece. Nissan 300ZX, sleek and fierce. These weren't just cars, they were art, tuned to perfection. Every bolt and gear obsessed over by passionate gearheads. JDM's grip on Florida. So how did this Tokyo fever ignite Florida's streets? JDM stands for Japanese domestic market cars built solely for Japan, with right-hand drive to match their roads. Think Nissan, Toyota, Honda, Mitsubishi, Subaru. These cars were rare treasures in the US, locked away by a 25-year import rule. That scarcity fueled the hype, turning them into forbidden fruit. When the rule began to loosen, JDM legends arrived in waves, not a flood. Each year brought new icons to Florida's shores, transforming the Sunshine State from muscle car territory to a JDM paradise. But why here? Why now? Car culture and enthusiast community. Florida has a vibrant and diverse car culture, extending beyond just muscle cars. There's a strong and growing community of automotive enthusiasts who appreciate a wide range of vehicles, including imports and tuner cars. Events like Cars and Coffee and various car shows across the state often feature a significant presence of JDM vehicles, showcasing their unique appeal. Many shops in Florida specialize in importing and servicing JDM cars, further solidifying the local infrastructure for these vehicles. The initial spark, for many, wasn't found on a winding Japanese highway but on a silver screen. The Fast and Furious effect was undeniable. Those early installments, especially the adrenaline-fueled Tokyo Drift, movies like the Fast and the Furious franchise and video games like Gran Turismo played a massive role in exposing a global audience to JDM legends. Warm weather and no salt unlike many northern states. Florida's climate is a huge advantage. The year-round warm weather means no snow or road salt, which can wreak havoc on cars and accelerate rust. This makes Florida an ideal place to own and preserve classic or modified vehicles, including JDM imports, allowing them to be driven and enjoyed throughout the year without fear of harsh winter conditions. JDM culture ending? So, with all this talk of JDM cars, street racing, and exploding culture, a natural question arises. Is JDM culture ending? Is this golden age of internal combustion of raw mechanical beasts simply fading into history, a victim of progress and changing tides? The answer, like a perfectly executed drift, isn't a simple straight line. The golden era of readily available JM cars from the 1990s has undoubtedly passed. The days when a clean Supra or Skyline GTR could be picked up for a good price are long gone. The most significant and perhaps most painful factor contributing to the perception of an end is the astronomical increase in prices for these beloved legends. What were once the dream cars of young enthusiasts, attainable through hard work and saving, are now true collector's items. We're talking cars that once cost tens of thousands, now fetching hundreds of thousands. This drastic shift makes them inaccessible to many young enthusiasts, transforming them from street warriors into garage queens. This surge is fueled by a mix of nostalgia and collectability for cars from Japan. The ongoing release of iconic models under the 25-year import rule, which simply inflates prices globally as more become legal for US import, and, some argue, an element of market speculation with hoarders and auction houses driving up values. Even broader supply chain disruptions have contributed to higher used car prices across the board, further impacting JDM vehicles. So, is JDM culture dead? Absolutely not. It's more accurate to see it as a transformation. The passion is not extinguished, it's simply evolving. The globalized enthusiasm and online community have become powerful forces. Platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit have amplified JDM culture, allowing enthusiasts worldwide to connect, share builds, and learn about Japanese cars regardless of their physical location. This virality has, in essence, shrunk the car world, turning isolated pockets of passion into a vast, interconnected network. Video games like Gran Turismo and Forza, alongside cult anime series like Wangan Midnight and Initial D, continue to introduce new generations to JDM cars and tuning, fostering an appreciation that transcends geographical boundaries. Furthermore, we're witnessing a new wave of JDM cars. Japanese automakers have clearly noticed the enduring passion for JDM performance. We've seen the thrilling revival of iconic nameplates like the Toyota Supra and Nissan Z, and models like the Toyota GR86 Subaru BRZ and the blistering Honda Civic Type R continue to carry the torch of accessible performance and tuning, keeping the spirit alive for a fresh generation. Even the quirky and highly customizable K-car segment, tiny low-powered vehicles, remains vibrant in Japan and has gained international cult status, offering an affordable entry point into JDM modification. The culture has also shifted towards legal and organized events. Instead of dangerous illegal street racing, the focus has largely transitioned to sanctioned track days, autocross, drifting competitions, and organized car meets. Like Daikuku PA still, though now with a noticeable police presence. These provide a safe and regulated environment for enthusiasts to enjoy their cars to the fullest. And the aftermarket industry for JDM cars continues to thrive, with companies innovating and creating new parts for both classic and modern platforms. As the hero JDM cars become increasingly unattainable, enthusiasts are embracing neo-classics and lesser-known models, seeking out the next big thing. Or simply finding enjoyment in more affordable, unique Japanese vehicles that are just entering the 25-year import window. JDM culture is not ending, it's transforming. The golden age of cheap, plentiful, and easily raced JDM legends is a cherished memory, a whispered tale from a bygone era. However, the core passion for Japanese engineering, its distinctive styling, and the art of individual customization remains incredibly strong globally. It's evolving into a more diverse, globalized, and perhaps more mature culture that values preservation, legal enjoyment, and the ongoing innovation of Japanese automakers, even as it grapples with the challenges of rising costs and the automotive industry's inevitable shift towards electrification. The fundamental spirit of Kaizen, continuous improvement, and the drive for individuality through customization continue to define it. It's a bittersweet evolution, certainly, for those who remember the raw, untamed days, but it ensures that the echo of those Tokyo nights, the legend of those forbidden machines, will continue to resonate for generations to come, a constant thrumming beat of nostalgia in the heart of every true car enthusiast.